Radio.
Yeah, welcome to the first episode of Real Radio. This is Impulsiv and Joella with Final Call, out this Friday on Real Audio.
Take a breath, slow it down. Don't know if I'm around. Tell me now if I should, or see the final truth. Try to break it all. This is the final call, but never too much. You're scared of yourself. You're scared of yourself. You're scared of yourself. I'm scared of myself.
What a way to start our first episode of Real Radio. My name is Vensta and I'll be your host today. And another new Real Audio tune. This next tune, just like the previous tune, is out this Friday on the Ellipsis Volume 2 EP, on which we feature various artists. This is HouseBreaker with I Gotta Know.
Baby, lately you seem far away, falling further from me every day. Tell me what's going down. I can't stand it when you're so shut down. Honey, are we only marking time? I gotta know if you're still really mine. I gotta know if you're just passing time.
You can pre-order Ellipsis Volume 2 right now. Click the link below to get your copy as soon as possible. Before Ellipsis 2, we released a solo EP by Zyuina named Eden Howl, and this is one of the tracks that's on it. This is Eden Howl Part 2. Yeah, great work as well by Zyuina. You just listened to Quibus from the same EP, the Eden Howl EP, which is out now on Real Audio. Later this episode we'll have an interview with him, Zyuina. Now for something different, we're moving on to IMANU with Of Two Minds.
Hold your tongue, save some blood as it pours down to cascade. Silently with your eyes. Does it count when you don't speak? Take it all. I've never lost what I don't want anyway. I've never lost
just a friend with your life? Would you live or would you die? Would you die?
Yeah, and thank you to Remco for that wonderful radio shout you made for us. Yeah, we're moving on to the DIVIDID gang. DIVIDID Music. We had them over for our last event at Sets on the Beach, which we organized with Explicit Events. They put out amazing music, and we had Abyss, the head honcho, over together with Secula and Aegis for a little showcase of their music. And these guys have just been throwing down for 2 hours straight. It was absolutely amazing. We love the unique sound they are pushing. We're now gonna play 2 tunes of their label, starting off with Matens with Subliminial. was Secula and Maysev with Singularity, also on Divided Music.
Real Radio.
Yes, you're listening to Real Radio, and now it's time for some real talk. In this segment, every week we'll talk about what we've been up to with real audio and real events, because besides making radio shows, we do more than that. For instance, we have had an amazing event 1.5 months ago now, named Sets on the Beach. It was an event on the beach, clearly. And we had a great experience. Had a lot of people over, almost sold out. How did you experience that day?
Yeah, it was
Sander.
It was a really good day. As you know, in the run up towards the event, I had my doubts and I was a little bit skeptical because it was coinciding with another event in local park in Ruaidhri, and I expected everybody to go there because that was free. But it turned out to be almost sold out. So. That's absolutely amazing. We had an amazing day. We had lovely DJs. We had lovely music. Lovely visitors as well. It was perfect. The weather was great. A little bit windy, but no rain. And that's what you want on a beach day. Sun and heat.
Sometimes everything just works out, and it was one of those days. I really felt like everything fell into place, and it really kind of. Put an exclamation mark on what we had in mind when we did the first sets on the beach. And it's really the vibe we wanted to go for. And it really turned out amazing, I feel like.
Yeah, and it's also awesome to work with people from Explicit. They're also very lovely. So we have a good thing going there. Yeah,
big shout out to the Explicit gang. You know who you are. And so that was a great second edition of an outdoor event. Of course, there's still lots coming up. We're certainly not stopping doing events, but
absolutely not.
As people may have noticed, we don't have anything planned right now. But who knows? Very soon we might see a change in that, and we might take our endeavors into a new dimension.
Yes, a new direction. But keep your eyes open. Watch this space. Big things coming.
Watch this space. Big things coming soon. But lately we've been way more active with getting the hang of distributing music of the lovely people we've met through this amazing community, through Discord, anywhere on the internet, throughout the pandemic and on. We've met so many great musicians that we felt it was right to launch our label together, Real Audio.
Yeah.
And we've had a lot of releases already. I feel like it's gone so fast suddenly.
Yeah, it's been like we launched the label in February, and then we had one release, and then we had 3 months of nothing or something, and now
and now a lot of releases, of course.
Yeah.
We've had Distork's first EP called Departure, and we've had Zyuina's Eden Howl EP. Of course, an interview with him later in this episode of Real Radio. And now coming up next is Ellipsis Volume 2.
The second one.
It's the second one with a debut track of my own as Vensta, and also for Dimlicht, his very first track he releases, which really makes it all come together for me. Like just these people we've met in the pandemic. Also, it really started with Ricardo, who is Dimlicht. To see him also on the EP now, together with the rest of us, is just amazing. HouseBreaker is also on the EP, and Impulsiv and Joella are also on the EP. And you already have heard some of the tracks in this episode, and you can already pre-order it now, so be sure to get your copy and to support the good cause and to keep us going.
Link in chat, link in the description.
Yes. It's been a really exciting project to work on.
for these various artist EPs, I really tried to take on the role as a A&R manager, which means artist and repertoire, which means I give feedback on the productions of the artists, try to, kind of challenge them, sometimes a little bit, but at the same time, really try to get them to put out the thing they really feel is best. And it's been a really nice experience to work together with these amazing guys from all over the globe. And it's very exciting and very unreal.
I wanted to ask you, how was that? How was that for you to take on that role? Because, you know, you've been making music as a guitarist for quite a long time, and now you've been picking up producing in the last 3 or 4 years or something?
Yeah, 5 years.
And so how was it to... 5 years something. But how was it to direct other people? You know, not really direct, but, you know...
I think as musicians among each other, you always can find some common ground. And at times I was kind of insecure about it, because I feel like Gijs Impulsiv is already so much further than I am in his mixdown. And it also kind of changed the dynamic I would have with the video calls I had with him. With him, I would really focus on like, okay, I feel like you really want to make this catchy, but yet heavy AF neurofunk tune. And I would just try to give my 2 cents on how to make the songwriting even come to light even better than it already did. It's just tiny little bits of feedback I gave him, but besides that, it's all him. It's really like the very final kind of things that you may hear as an outsider, but you're blind to yourself as a musician or a producer because you've heard the project so many times already. And and there's no wrong in music, of course. It's always like coming together and seeing what works. So I'm rambling a little bit, but I guess it's been a very good experience. It's been very nice, and exchanging ideas and experience is always nice. I learn a lot from people during these calls as well. I mean, as long as you're willing to learn, then you always can, I think. And I mean, HouseBreaker is an amazing musician. I think Dimlich has amazing sound design, has amazing grooves in his tunes, and Impulsiv, of course, amazing songwriting, very catchy songwriting, and besides that, just really, really, really airtight mixdowns and very technical production. I learned a lot from these guys, and also on the previous EP, and I'm very grateful for that as well. So it's a privilege to be a part of this.
Yeah, I know. I'm also so very proud of us, like as the community, and of ourselves that we have so many talented people in this community. Because if you listen to every music we've put out so far and everything more that's coming in the future, watchthispace.com, it's really high quality, and I'm like, wow. How did all these people just come on our paths? You know, it's so great, and it makes me happy to be giving them a space, to putting their music out for everybody to hear, and to really, you know, their first steps into the wider world of the music industry, I guess.
Yeah. So lots of more real audio music to come.
You're now listening to Real Radio.
Yeah, now time for something completely different. We're gonna take it back to the good old 4 to the floor patterns. This is a man called Feed Me, also known as John Gooch, also known as Spor. Anyway, dude's been around for a lot of years, always pushing out bangers. I really like his stuff, and I thought I'd just, you know what, let's select something else. This is called Total. It's not total, it's total.
Total. Total.
Going straight back into the drum and bass with a gyrofield. This track is out now on Metalheadz and it's called Oligarch. Very nice, yeah, dreamy kind of beat. I really love it. Really love it. Big ups to gyrofield. Really love her stuff. Great producer. Yeah, that was Azotix and Waeys with Ray. Out now on Overview Music. Right now we're gonna listen to a little interview I recorded earlier with Willem, also known as Zyuina, about his EP on Real Audio.
Real Radio.
Willem, welcome to the first episode of Real Radio. You have released an EP quite recently, Eden Howl, on the label. Can you tell us a little bit about the journey you made through writing and producing this, well, you could say mini album almost?
Oh yeah, definitely. So of course I'm glad to be here. So for me, Eden Howl was kind of my own journey in music where I wanted to be. So of course the little background story of me is I mostly used to make heavy dubstep and whatever, and not really focused on the melodic side. So for me, this was quite a challenge to actually start Eden Howl and focus more on the melodic side and make it more pretty instead of all the loud noises I kind of wanted to make before.
Yeah, so this was quite new when you started producing this EP, but it has taken quite some time, just like starting off the label has taken us quite some time. So it really became kind of like this journey, I feel like, throughout the past, let's say 2 years, I think, right?
Oh, definitely, yeah. So this album has kind of been working on for 2 years. Really figuring out what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it. So, of course, me having my background in dubstep, I wanted to kind of include that as well, because that's just part of me. However, I also wanted to switch over to, okay, I'm going to make faster music, going to drum and bass, which I fucking love. And yeah, the story just started from there, basically.
Great, awesome. Also, like a theme I really love about the EP in general is that there's a lot of these tribal drums, jungly type of sounds, and then not in the drum and bass jungle type of same aim and break all over again, but more in a way of like these little I don't know, like hand drums and stuff. It really has like that taste of I don't know, adventure to it. Is that something you always strive for? Is that also something that's more new to your sound?
Oh no, definitely. So recently I wanted to give my music more meaning. So you can listen to a track and be like, okay, this is just music. Or you can listen to a track and be like, yo, I can actually hear a story in there. So that's been my main focus point on this EP. And yeah, I definitely really enjoy using the more natural sounds or more sounds of nature. So I went out and recorded some ambience. I bought myself a tone drum and just started playing, you know. I really had a vision in mind and I just wanted to create that.
Cool. And what kind of vision did you have in mind when you started off the project? Because we're talking like melodic stuff. We're really talking about the technicalities, but I really feel like your music also kind of paints a picture. If you were to describe that picture, what would it look like?
Oh yeah, exactly. So it was for me what I wanted to create in this was a little adventurous story of someone trying to explore the world of music, but having it visually ready and just in your face. So definitely making more synths and making things sound more colorful, where you feel like you're actually in this whole strange world. And feeling like you're in sort of a bubble.
Cool. Yeah, that's quite a striking contrast, because at the same time you're like doing these outside recordings, and at the same time it's like this really inner journey of finding this sound. It's cool contrast.
Okay, so I had really two ideas in my head, is where I wanted to bring nature into the sound of music, but also manipulating it in a way where it kind of sounds artificial at the same time. So it's basically the nature around us, but with a plastic layer on it.
Cool. Sounds like something humans would do, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's definitely 2023, right?
Yeah, up-to-date stuff. Cool. Yeah, so we're gonna listen to a little bit right now of Ruaidhri. Am I pronouncing this correctly? Because I'm having a tough... Ruaidhri. I am pronouncing it well. Ruaidhri. Can you tell us a little bit about that track? Because this is still on the dubstep side of BPMs, so to say. Yeah, just walk us through the track.
Yeah, so Ruaidhri was basically me receiving my new tone drum. And I really wanted to use it, of course, so I decided to really dedicate the track into, okay, let's make everything out of my tone drum. So most of these synths and environments you hear, it's just me playing my tone drum or hitting some different notes, so there's also some percussions of the tone drum. And my vision for Ruaidhri was like, okay, first we have Eden Howl, of course, and then I just wanted to break it up into something more adventurous, so the story kind of continues from there. So it starts really tame and nice, but this to me had like so much feeling in there, and I really wanted to explore that.
I think it turned out very, very nicely. Well, let's have a listen.
There he goes now, off to
any closing remarks? The album is out right now. People can go buy it or can go stream it. Anything you would like to say?
Oh, definitely. So, for me, I really want to know or hear from the people back, because it's also my first EP. So I really enjoy reading comments and be like, okay, this is what it does to people, because I've never had that experience before.
Great. So yeah, you guys leave a comment and the rest will follow. So great. Thank you so much, man. And we really believe this EP turned out great, and we love the work you put into it, and we're really proud of you. So thank you for releasing with us. Awesome.
It's of course no problem, and of course thank you for creating this amazing label.
It's time for the classic recurring segment of our Real Radio episodes. In this segment, we will play a tune that is older than 5 years old. It's quite a broad definition for a classic, but whatever. Anyway, you can always suggest tunes for any segment of Real Radio, so feel free to drop something in our Discord server. We have music channels in there, and we're always checking them out and scanning for tunes that are being dropped in there. Kicking off the classic with Spor's Ziggurat from 2012. Yeah, and with that, we have already come to the close of the first episode of Real Radio. But not before we have said a big thank you to you, the listener, tuning in from wherever the heck you are, whether it's in Estonia, Bulgaria, the UK, the US, wherever you are based. We love you, and we are so glad to have you guys along for the ride. I want to say a very special thank you to all the artists involved with our label Real Audio so far, and also all the artists involved with EIA in general, streaming on our channel, like right before this radio show. For you guys as listeners, as musicians, as whatever you conceive yourself to be, if you're tuned in to this radio show and you got an idea about it, if you got any suggestions, any tunes you would love to hear on the show, or maybe any interview you would like to hear, or anything we could improve, always feel free to reach out to us. If you got any ideas for future events, feel free to reach out to us. We really want this to be a community thing, and therefore your voice is more important than anything. We will be grinding out more streams and more of these Real Radio episodes in the future. You can be sure of that. And there's a lot of music on the way on Real Audio, so definitely stay tuned for more. In about 1.5 weeks, we should have the next episode of Real Radio. Thank you for listening. We're gonna go out with a bang. This is A.Way's bootleg remix of t.A.T.u's pop classic, All the Things You Said.
Such a perfect surprise. I keep asking myself, wondering how. I keep closing my eyes, but I can't look you out. Wanna fly to a place where it's just you and me, nobody else, so we can be free. Nobody else, so we can be free. All the things you said, all the things you said, running through my head, running through my head, running through my head, through my head. All the things you said, all the things you said, running through my head, running through my head. All the things you said, all the things you said. So we can be free. Nobody else, so we can be free.